Everyone's fighting. Some want AI abolished and others want it controlled. Record labels are fighting to shut it down. They say AI stole from them. But here's the truth. You can't kill an idea whose time has come. Kill Suno, another will rise. Shut down Udio or strong arm them into a deal. Another Udio will appear. You see, technology does not vanish. It multiplies. All it takes is a few rogue developers in any organization to get together and multiply. Technology evolves. It escapes. Trying to stop AI music, AI creativity, is like trying to police every television in the world, every gramophone. Some don't even know what that is. Or trying to stop what happened a century ago with a light bulb. Policing it. Making an argument that it kills people's business, kills people's livelihoods. It's about time we began thinking about the most important thing. You see, there's a futility of control. Right now, somewhere, developers are training AI models privately. They're not in Silicon Valley, are you kidding me? They're in bedrooms, basements, dorms, and other countries outside of the United States of America, where there's Wi-Fi and there's imagination. You can't legislate this into silence. Every quarter, AI doesn't just grow, it explodes. It multiplies by factors of 9, sometimes 900. I was in a conference listening to Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi, and they did mention AI multiplies hundreds of times within a very short period in terms of its capability. You see, the same people who profited from CDs, MP3s, and streaming now act as if they're victims of progress. They're not victims, they're unprepared. No one is saying, let's have some dialogue, let's talk. No one's saying, let's understand. We're all so busy shouting, suing, shaming, litigations left and right, that we've forgotten the main point. Music connects people. Instead of building bridges, we're building firewalls. Instead of building bridges, we're building walled gardens. And instead of dialogue, we're digging trenches. Where are the symposiums? The so-called big three, UMG, Sony, Warner. Where are they? Where are the global coalitions meant to be led by these so-called big giant companies? Before ethics are written and before morality is developed around the topic of AI, there has to be a spoken dialogue. Before there are ethics, they are discussed. Before discussion, there must be dialogue. People are too busy trying to be the judge and jury of the AI companies. Now, not everyone likes AI music. That's fine. Not everyone should like AI music. Very recently, I came out with a taxonomy showing on a scale of 0 to 7, people are in different places with AI, and it's okay to be at a level 0. Not everyone likes radio. Did you listen to radio today? I didn't listen to radio today. Maybe you didn't either. But someone did, and that's their choice. Preference isn't a crime. We must stop policing creativity because it doesn't fit our nostalgia. People call the AI musicians of today bedroom artists. Well, if that's the case, everyone's an artist in their bedroom now. You can use Canva, right? You use it for graphics, or you can use PowerPoint. Let's even just talk of plain old PowerPoint. Then you are an artist. You're a designer. You use ChatGPT, you use Sora, you're a writer. You use GarageBand, you're a producer. So why the hypocrisy with AI music? Looking down on people who have one outlet to the world. Many people are trapped in their bedrooms, in their houses, unable to move due to mobility issues, and they take delight in creating artificial intelligence music. They take delight in combining ideas. Some are full-fledged musicians, years gone by, who now have no use or limited use of their arms and their legs. Some have limited vision. But this world of artificial intelligence opens up a wormhole of delight for these individuals. So how dare we criticize them? Some have cognitive disabilities. So why do we look down on them for enjoying the very little that they can through the world of artificial intelligence in Suno or some other tool? A lot of companies trying to police AI to shut it down for their own benefit. But these AI companies are rising up by the day. There's Tuni, there's Sonalto, there's Producer AI, there's Moises, and you might have heard of one, I'm not sure if you did, a company called Arpeggi Labs, and they're behind this one called Kits AI, funded by big names such as Wyclef Jean. I don't know if you've heard of that. That's just one example. There are hundreds. Even our friend or foe, Sam Altman. Well, at OpenAI, they're rumored to be building their own version of Suno. And it's rumored to be training in collaboration with Juilliard students. You see, innovation doesn't wait for permission. It just happens, whether we like it or not. The music industry has entered its next chapter. You whack Kids AI on the head, another will sprout up somewhere else in the world. And there are many, many more that I won't even name out of various countries that are in direct competition with the United States. And here we are, as opposed to getting our act together, we're still arguing about lawsuits and the bag. Don't you understand that the West looks at the United States and other countries look at many, many countries in the West as a beacon? Because guess which music they're playing? It's music from here. And if you think for a minute that music is not being pirated everywhere today, you're joking. It is. It's just been limited. It's just been contained by the guardians of the bag. Who are the guardians of the bag? YouTube, especially Spotify. Where there is a money trail, there you can expect to find the people gathering to create. Sometimes ideas of mischief. And that's why with AI music, it is important that we understand there has to be dialogue with the guardians of the bag. YouTube should be front and center in this discussion, because whenever there's a trail of money in the music, you find it from the ad revenue. You find it from Spotify as well through the ad revenue. We need to understand the dynamics of these things and what motivates people to go against the law, break the law, and create AI covers. You think they're creating AI covers because they love to create AI covers? Of course not. They're creating AI covers for the views and for the money. Some might be creating it because they truly enjoy it, but I want to wager that the propensity to do that is greatly magnified by the money trail. So, my friends, with all that said, we should be fighting for dialogue. Spotify, YouTube, UMG, Sony, Warner, all of the companies involved in AI music. There should be dialogue. And we don't all have to immediately get to consensus or agree. But we need to begin sharing ideas. We need to begin understanding each other's points of view. And you know who should be front and center of that discussion? musicians, just like you and me, those with studios in their bedrooms or studios in their rooms, producers who work in music studios, producers who have been in the field, in the world of music for decades. These are the people who should be in discussion. In all honesty and transparency, they should be coming to the table to dialogue these issues. You see, America has led the world in music for a very long time, for over a century. A lot of the big names, they've traveled far and wide, Asia, Africa, the Pacific. But leadership isn't just about rhythm and melody. It's about morality and vision. Instead of clawing for dollars, we should be cultivating dialogue. And instead of suing for royalties, we should be investing in responsibility. Instead of guarding the gates, we should be training the next generation of musicians, both human and machine, to create ethically, brilliantly, and collaboratively. And that's why on my website, I have created a lesson. It's a beginner lesson, but it's a step towards people being educated in music, understanding harmony, melody, rhythm. These are ingredients in music that make a lot of the musicians you hear talking about AI today wildly passionate, either for or against. They either light up when they hear their favorite chords or their favorite progressions or riffs and runs if they're singers. And if they're not educated in music or not experienced in music, they won't really get what's going on. But a lot of us do get what's going on, and it excites us, or it terrifies some of us. You see, the real fight isn't against AI. It's against our own fear. Fear of change. Fear of losing control. Yep, fear of being replaced. Fear of the unknown. But history, my friends, shows us that every innovation that threatened us at first eventually became part of us. Electricity. How about the internet? TV was looked at as a devil. Streaming. AI is no different. Fear divides us, but dialogue unites us. I encourage every musician, every music lover, to understand that the future doesn't need our permission. It needs our participation. The next wave of music will not be about man versus machine. I've often said, you got to play AI. It's going to be about man and machine, a hybrid. And together, the question is, will you be part of the resistance or will you be part of the renaissance? The next time someone asks, what are you fighting for? You say this: I'm fighting for understanding. I'm fighting for creativity. I'm fighting for freedom. Freedom to imagine. The future does not need our fear. It needs our faith. It doesn't need our permission. It needs our full participation. So whether you are for Suno or for the other ones, which I will not mention, let's unite. Let's have dialogue, open, honest, respectful dialogue. Let's understand that variety is the spice of life. We cannot and should not all agree. It will be utter foolishness for the entire world to agree on one thing. What a boring place that would be. You get what I'm saying? So let's debate. Let's debate respectfully. Let's dialogue respectfully. You might think my views are far out and ridiculous, and that's okay. I may see yours the same way. But after a little bit of dialogue, I might just see it from your point of view. And that's what empathy is all about. Understanding how someone else sees the world understanding the viewpoint of another situation. Thank you for joining me. Let's keep fighting to unite.